Hello. Hey, Bradley. I'm hoping this is gonna work. Should really have done some testing first, but I got the game paused. Does not work, does it? Oh, that's why. There we go. There we go. So, hello. Hey. This area is... Okay, what has stuff nearby that I can deal with? Ideally, like oil stuff. I can get fuel to different places. Oh. Sittingbourne. This is where we will begin. Because this is everything I need. I can do it in a single line. That's even better. So, buildings, cargo. 20 meters should do. So there. There. There, and I want to have another one. Is there another fuel town nearby? There is. So I want to have another one like here-ish. And then a truck unload stop in Sittingbourne itself. There should do. And Medium Street to hook up. Kind of like that. Buildings, depot, road depot. I'm gonna want to have the depot like here. Hello, who said that? Because it's not appearing in recent chat. Alex, hello. Should have known that when I said it's mellow. So, I want routes, new line. It's gonna start there, go there, and on the way back, go there. And this can be fuel production 1. Actually, I'll just put it as Sittingbourne fuel Actually, not fuel production 1. And I actually want a second line that is going to be from there to there. And a third line from there to there. This can be fuel. Whoa. This one can be fuel transit one. And this can be fuel delivery one. Let's see. Horse-drawn carriages, I'll want like 10 immediately. For production, I'll want, we'll say 3. For transit, and we'll say just the 1 for delivery. And we'll get that running. Just to make it a bit easier as well, going to paint these correctly. Just so that I know which one is which. So they, oh, the okay. So the 3 transit lines are out, the delivery line is out, and the production line, I'm gonna want another 10 on the production, I think. These all need to be red. Set them all on production. And we'll have time along a bit. Elbow. Oh my god, have they made an elbow bump emoji? That's kind of amazing. This is already overloaded. Holy cow. I feel like I might have been better off making a train. I may still make a train down to there and then just do the rest. I can make this more efficient. Medium country road from like there. Right into... That's 600 grand. No, can I make that cheaper? No. Right, maybe we don't do that right now. Maybe what I want to do... Maybe I actually do want to go with train immediately. This will be a terminus. Okay, that bit of road I can fix, for sure. Because I can just go... Zoop. And... Pause. Just destroy these 2 bits here. And zoop. Then can wheel the road back. Magically, it's all better now. So I want the station pointing this kind of direction. It's the best I can do. Now I want a second station. This won't be a terminus. So it'll have to be over this side. A second station like there. You have 10 projects to do for Tuesday. GG. I mean, as much as stuff is weird right now, it's kind of important that life continues. No. Much better. And it's going to have to go very much up to get there. Too much slope. Where's the too much? Oh, it might be... Oh. Oh, that's maximum up. So that's maximum down. That is maximum down. Gonna spend more than I need to just and have the trains go a lot slower than I'd like. Just to avoid having a stonking great bridge. There we go. I'm gonna want to double track this if I can. Yeah, we'll see if we can start a double track up here. Like direct from the... No. No, it's not gonna want to double track direct from the station. Can I double track on the bridge? Yes. So the double track that I'm doing currently is so I can get more than one train on this line at any given time. Because I'm going to want as many as I can get. Which may be one currently, but... The, That's overflowing again. These lads are beginning to dump, which is good. 12,000 to load. Fantastic. And where did I end the double track? Hey, Kirk. Enjoyed the song lineup last night. The song lineup last night was hilariously fitting. Biology teachers emailed you, this can't be good. What hydroxide is formed? Sodium reacts with water? Maybe sodium hydroxide. To be fair, some people might not know that, Alex. It's one of those questions that can catch people out. Excuse me, what? What? Is it because I've got a curve going into the station that it's getting a bit finicky? That'll do. And now I want signals. Wait, no, I don't want you there. No, you don't go there. A signal. I don't want too many to begin with, because these are quite expensive. Hopefully I'll be able to get more than one train onto this line. Have I stopped Farm Sim? No. No. I'm just taking a break because I am kind of a bit burnt out of it at the moment. It's one of these weeks where I'm just like, I want to stream everything but Farm Sim. You'll see Farm Sim again Sunday. I'm not gonna, like, stop the multiplayer, don't worry. Right. Next question, where do I want to put the train depot? I think kind of in the middle-ish would be good. Depot. And like now that I've got the tracks figured out which way they're going, I can kind of work them backwards towards the depot like that. And like this. And signal them correctly. It would help if I were to put it in the train line. So from there to there. Fuel, crude oil, refining 1. There's a reason I'm starting these all off with fuel. It's a fuel line, effectively. I want a D1/3 and some tank cars. Can that get up? Good. High slope. Yes. And I can only afford the one. So I will paint this light blue. And set you off on the crude oil refinery line. You can understand? Yeah. We need sarcasm italics. Possibly. Is it worth trying to get the oil over to Stony Stratford from Sittingbourne? Just looking at it now, I probably could put in another station there, but we should be getting a decent amount of money in time from the train. In the meantime, Fuel Production 1 is about to get as many carriages as I can put on it. So we got 273. So these all go. Yes, now I know I'm in debt. Don't worry. Just need to get as many carriages as I can get, or yeah, as many horse carts as I can get on fuel production, because that's that's our main earner right now. What other towns need fuel? There's Upton upon Severn, which is again a decent distance away. Seaford wants it. Yeah, it's all quite far. Yes, you're interested in FS19, you've enjoyed FS17. I've kind of just lost interest in Farm Sim in general for the time being. Let's ride on the train. Actually, let's slow this down to the correct speed. And now we'll ride on the train. Because this is not going to be fast. There's a queue of horse carts waiting to get into the thing, which is good. Yes, Alex. Decided on an 1850 start just for kind of for funsies. You'll be seeing a lot of super camera like this. So this is losing 117k. We needed to make over 117k from these 5 things. Our earnings are going up now, which is nice. Yeah, we're making a tidy profit on Roll. Rail is losing a bit. Doesn't help that the rail line is over a year long. So this might need multiple trains for it to actually make money, just because it's quite a long line this early in the game. Let's see what we make. 160. Okay, we're actually in profit on the rail. Yeah, rail's 87 grand in profit for this year. Road is kind of alternating up and down. This station is hellaciously full. This one seems to be just no, it's still filling up. Yes, shut up. And my two-step delivery seems to be working as well, which is nice. The more steps I can put in, the actual more money I make. So I should, in theory, have just like... in theory, could have a line running to here. And then another line running to here. But now it's just about kind of waiting for the money to start ticking up again. Now the downside is, there is a loan you start off with 5 million, so I'm losing 50 grand a year just from the loan interest. Which is decidedly not good, that's not ideal. You can't actually see that, I apologize. Let me just do something real quick. I'm gonna move the now playing up. I'm gonna move it all into one thing. So, 73? No. What's... Actually, I'll be back in a second. I'm gonna just leave the game running and I'll leave you with a view of the train. Because I need the loo, because of course I do. Back in a sec. Hey, Audacity. Ah, no. Clearly the loan interest went out when I was gone. How's the railroad losing money still? Maintenance. Oh, it's the cost of the tracks. That was an interesting short story incoming. Always fun. Right, plan. Okay, that's a plan. The plan is just get more trains going on this. And the second part of the plan is to edit fuel production 1 to get rid of that. Some anti-algae stuff for the pond, white powder, spill a bit while I'm doing the new tub. You can just scrape it off the top. GG. Oh, well done, Alex. Right. Hopefully that'll... There's another oil refinery there. Or another crude oil thing there. That could feed into this. Thing is, I don't have enough market to justify that. That has one. This has... Is it satisfying 100%? 11 of 25. Let's see how this does. Because we're gonna have a small queue of trains now. Alright. Which one's the last train that's gonna come in empty? That's the last train coming in empty. So this train is gonna be the first money maker. And then... yeah, they're kind of a bit spaced out still. But the hope is that I can get enough trains running this route. And the D1/3 is the worst train in the game. Like, I'm running the worst train possible right now. The hope is that I can get enough trains running it to at least make a profit. Usually fuel is pretty good though. What I'm gonna do too is you are now going to go on Fuel Transit 1, as are you. You're going to Fuel Transit 1, select everything and paint them all yellow. Because I think I need another couple on... oh, I need more than a couple. You are now on Fuel Transit. Turn around, please. And you can go on Fuel Transit as well. Turn around, please. And again, paint them yellow because it's free. Gonna take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of these, move them onto Fuel Transit, and Fuel Transit can all be painted yellow again. Just try and get the fuel moving, because we're getting crude oil coming in relatively stably now. And the aim is basically just to get fuel moving over to here so that I can get it to Sittingbourne and maybe Stony Stratford. I think getting it to Upton upon Severn is a bit beyond the capabilities right now. Some of those are going to be going in empty, that's fine. How are we doing for this? I could probably still do with more on the yellow line. You are now Fuel Transit. And you are now Fuel Transit. And Fuel Transit, could you paint everything yellow? Fuel Transit, I think, is now the longer of the two lines. It's definitely the one that seems to be backing up. Okay, you can go on Fuel Transit. Just trying to... Why is my camera doing this? You are good. You are empty. You are now on Fuel Transit. Your Fuel Transit. You are empty. You are now Fuel Transit. Right. Let's manage this again. More yellow, please. Glad you don't have to pay for paint, because I'd be going bankrupt just from the amount of yellow paint I'm having to buy. And the fuel production line is now kicking off properly. Fuel Transit is stabilizing there. Fuel production is increasing slowly, but that's fine. And I could just do with more trains. Right, let's think for a second, because the only loan I have left is 500 grand. And I'm minus 800,000 currently. Oh yeah, I need to just do something real quick. Can I... Yes, add a group. Just set it as song music thing. And that's going to be at the top, so you can go into that group for sure. You can go into that group. And now I just need to find the bit of the overlay that is... Actually, there's two things I need to move in, isn't there? So, it's you. Yeah. And you. And then move that down to the bottom of the group. Nope. Move these up. Why can I not move you? Transform group. Okay, plan B is group and maybe on top. Oh, there was the problem. Right, now grab the entire group and scoot it all up to the top. There we go. And now grab, now grab this. No, you can sit over here. There we go. I have transport feverified the stream. Right, so what's our finances looking like? Total plus 155k. Okay, that's good. What I can do as well is select all and set the maintenance to, oh, that is normal already. Okay. So I think we're now making money because I've reorganized. Ah, now we've got a conundrum over here. I can't do anything about that right now. Hey, Golgo. I can't do anything about this problem. Yes, I can. You! Yes, you are now on fuel delivery. And you are now on fuel delivery. Just grab the fuel delivery stuff and paint it green. So the aim now is just to let this run for a bit. Annoyingly, I know it's not the best content in the world. I can demolish this. Yes, that's going to cost a small bit of money, but it's actually going to save money long term because I'm not paying for the upkeep of it. So let's see. Because road maintenance infrastructure, yeah, that's going to reduce the infrastructure maintenance. Is there anything else I don't really need? No. It looks like I've kind of got things forming some sort of balance now, which is nice. We are making money, kind of. This is still problematic, but I would need to. I would want to get Stony Stratford into the fuel loop first before making any sort of move. I could, in theory, get food moving into Brackley. And is there anywhere else nearby that needs food? No. No. I mean, you got Sandy, Great Yarmouth up there. Great Dunmow. Yeah. Kind of in a pickle. There's St. Austell, Hoddesdon, but if there's a food source over here, there's two there. Is there a food factory? If I can spot a food factory in this area, then I can totally get these two hooked up, but no. Yeah, this is a really awkward map. Wow. We're literally just left waiting for, in 1861, waiting for the trains to work a bit better. And this is typical early game in Transport Fever, is just waiting. Once we get into the later game, you'll see this is going to balloon very quickly once we start making good money. And I think good money will involve Stony Stratford and even Upton upon Severn getting involved in this. Now I can hook Upton upon Severn into a rail route by expanding this station to have 2 platforms and allowing the oil refinery guys to come up and down this way as well. And then they'll be making money in both directions. In fact, would that be a bad idea? Hey, Massey. See, another part of the issue is that the trains have kind of need so many signals. I have an idea. And it is going to involve Fuel Transit 1 changing to being from there to being from there. And Fuel Delivery 1 can change the ending there to actually coming out here. I can't afford another thing right now. So the Transit guy, this is going to have twice as much going on. I just want to make sure this is going out to the terminals. Yes. So what's going to happen now is the red dudes are going to be picking up, dropping off oil, picking up fuel, coming down here, dropping off fuel, picking up oil, and then going. Then the yellows are going to pick up the oil from, or the fuel from there, bring it up to here. The greens will pick it up from here and bring it over to here. The Borsig is now available. How does the Borsig compare to the D1/3? So, higher top speed, more power, more tractive effort for an extra 14 grand a year. That would not be a bad decision to make, however that's going to be costly to swap the D1/3s to Borsigs. Stepsisters managed to get back. Don't know how, but she's in Dublin. Am I live on YouTube? Yes. You've received an unconditional offer from Bangor Uni. What a banging bit of news. Yeah, so the red line is now making money in 2 directions, so this should actually improve the yellows are angry. I'm gonna swap you to being a red. Just because the yellow line is now a lot shorter. You can also now be a red. Go in the other direction. Because the yellow line's now a lot shorter, I'm actually going to need more reds again. A lot more reds. Holy cow. But we are making a big dent in this. Rail is kind of the MVP right now, but that's not a big surprise. Road is kind of ticking along nicely. Did you say you're happy? Oh, good lord. Stream's not in your sub feed. I'm not surprised. You're red. Fantastic. So the yellows are all kind of going to strap over here. Which is kind of actually a good thing, because by the time they come back down, there will be fuel for them to transport. Once we get below 500,000 in debt, which is now, I'm going to pause. I'm going to pull out another 500,000, and I'm going to get a route to to here going. No, it's buildings, cargo, truck unload stop, and there. And now a new line from here to here, which is hellaciously long, so I'll need like 5. And this can be fuel delivery too. Can I afford 5 more of these? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Just. And you guys are all going to be a wonderful pinky purple. And you guys are on fuel delivery too. In an ideal world, I would have stopped after the Borsigs, but I want to try and make more money more now. And the earnings are looking good. Like, we are profitable. Here's the message for your previous... the sisters back in Dublin. Yes, I did see that. Is City Skylines any good? It is very fun. It is a time sink of a game, though. Much like this. Like, I'm a big fan of management games, so... games like this and City Skylines are kind of my jam. I've got a lot of games that are kind of my jam, so... I'm a very easily pleased gamer. Okay, we're now in the black. How much would it cost? This is gonna be... no, it's... you. How much would it cost to change all of these to be Borsigs with 5 tank cars? 6 tank cars? 3 million. Actually 4 million almost. Right, that's quite expensive. But we would up the capacity from 20 to 30. And they would actually go faster. Can I get 40? Yeah, they go slightly slower on the uphill. We double the capacity of the line for 6 million, which we don't have, so that's kind of going nowhere fast. There's the lads waiting to head off to Stony Stratford. I'd like to make this line shorter. I'd like to... let's get working on making this line a bit shorter, because I'd really like to... oh, we're dead again. I'd really like to try and get some sort of beeline shortcut going to cut out this corner. We're in profit again. Okay, and then what's the cheapest point here? 254. probably get it done even cheaper than that. So if you can't see what I'm trying to do, I'm trying to cut out this long bit of the route and reduce it down to being a bit more basic and essential. 70 grand to there sounds nice. 100... 354. 395, that's fine still. Because if I can cut out this, suddenly this route becomes a very, very short one and will actually be a hell of a lot more profitable. The more I can do in a straight line, the better. Is the long and the short of how I'm trying to play this. 99 down to 13. Now the loan is screwing me at the same time. I should point this out. The loan is actually screwing me. But the fact that the trains are coming in fairly regularly is helping. And now the line is shorter. So we're going to start seeing basically everything coming up and down along this road now. So you'll see it start to conglomerate down here and up here. Is there anywhere else that I could straighten out a bit? I could try building a bridge here. I could also... That's too tight for a ferry, I think. I think this is about as short as it's gonna get, really. Yeah, already you're seeing... It's kind of becoming obvious that I've cut a lot of corner there. And we're making more money suddenly. Which is great. I think the next priority is going to be getting the is it getting the loan paid off, or is it getting more routes going? Can I get a truck over to Upton upon Severn? Kind of, if I link up these two bits. How much would this cost? 250 grand. Well, how much if I were to link from, say, here to there? 275 grand. Because it's very much uphill. What if I... No, it's just going to be expensive. This is what I'm learning here. Is there a way around here? What if I were to link up this and this? 291 grand. The condition of multiple vehicles is very poor. I care not for this nonsense. And suddenly, now that I've straightened this route out, it's like we're getting a lot more money in. I spent a bit of money to make a lot of money. If I can straighten this out... Can I straighten that out? Can I go... Let's say just pause this real quick and scoot. Just delete this entire road here. And this corner. And now it's going to get angry because there's no way for them to get up there. Just do this. And then do that just as a temporary thing. So that's two routes straightened out. Big time. I mean, I'm kind of thinking that another station here might be a good idea, but I'm also thinking more trains is a good idea. Or better trains, I should say, is a good idea. I'm kind of running this at capacity now, which is nice. The transit line's kind of a bit stuck because I confused it slightly. Hello, Yanis! You get to see me actually thinking about things. I mean, I could get rid of this wiggly road altogether. I think I will. Just to purify the map slightly more. Because now the map's prettified. See, the longer I leave this, the more expensive swapping out the trains is going to get. But there's nothing I can do. I think repaying the loan should be somewhere in the priority list. I kind of think just more trucks going up to Stony Stratford is a good idea. Fuel delivery too, yeah. So let's just buy, like, 10 more. Paint them the lovely pinky purple of the Stony Stratford line and set them off. That's gonna be a money losing line for the most part, but the distance might help. Is there a way that I can straighten it out? What if I went from, say, here, just straight across here? 700? No. No, just no. That's not a good idea. Right, next consideration. Rayleigh, Sandy, Horsham, Great Yarmouth, and Cullompton. You boys look interesting. You're 5 towns in a nice big clump. So if I go and build a bus station with 3 and 3, let's say somewhere in the middle of Sandy here. Let's say down here. It's going to cost 180 grand, but there's a reason I'm wanting to build so many stations. This is not going to be called Sandy Halt. This is going to be Sandy Bay Bus Terminal. Also, Sandy is now being called Sandy Bay because I have to. Sandy Bay. There we go. The Farm Sim reference. And what I can do from that is build a bus stop in Rayleigh once it lets me. Like right in the middle of Rayleigh here. I want to build a bus stop. And what I'm going to do, what the plan is, here is the plan. This is how the plan works. The plan is as follows. The plan is very simple. We put a bus stop in Rayleigh. We put a bus stop in Cullompton. We put a bus stop in Great Yarmouth. We put a bus stop in Horsham. We might even be able to get... no. But if we get all 5 of these hooked up to one bus route, and I've just noticed that we can actually get food going to Sandy Bay and Great Yarmouth. I want to try and get them growing. Also, suddenly I'm losing money. There's money, yes. I think a train got stuck. So build that there. Build one in Cullompton. There-ish will do. Build one in Horsham. There-ish will do. Build one in Great Yarmouth. We do not have the money to build a bus stop in Great Yarmouth. We now have the money to build a bus stop in Great Yarmouth. And somewhere near Sandy Bay, let's say at this crossroads here, we pop down a depot. And now we set up some lines. So we go from Sandy Bay out to Broadway. Which is where? Where is this? To Rayleigh. Okay. Sandy. Actually, just go bus. Sandy Bay. Rayleigh. And new line. From Sandy Bay to Cullompton. Bus Sandy Bay Cullompton. We're going to do this for each of the 4 radial towns. So Great Yarmouth. So bus Sandy Bay to Great Yarmouth. And out to there as well, whichever that is called. And this is bus Sandy Bay to Horsham. Even though Sandy Bay has no sand or bay nearby. And I'm going to put 5 buses on each, 5 stagecoaches on each. So 2, 3, 4, 5. These can all go on the Cullompton line, which means they get painted a horrible kind of orangey. I'm going to call that just plain brown to Cullompton. They're all going to head to Sandy Bay. And I'm going to have to wait a bit to get the next... Well, 2 are going to head up to Cullompton. Because with buses, they try and split evenly. Or as evenly as they can. Funny other towns have paved roads, outside of that, dirt roads. Yeah. It's all cobblestone, though. So the plan is, basically, I want to try and get these 5 towns growing, because they're all quite close to each other. Off just the bus service. And the bus service should be reasonably profitable. The oil service to Sittingbourne and Stony Stratford is doing reasonably well. I'd prefer, let's say, you're about half full, that's fine. And what I can do in the future is, as we get better and better stagecoaches and buses, we can extend the bus service out to, we'll say, Great Dunmow, out to Seaford, out to Burnley, maybe a train in from Brackley to Sandy Bay. Sandy Bay is going to be kind of the central point of this whole rail system up here. The whole transport system up this side of the map is going to be centered on Sandy Bay. And I could probably do with putting a commuter line in Sandy Bay already, but I'm not going to. We got enough for another road route to go in. And another 10 of these can go on the green line. It's a dark green to Great Yarmouth. I'll put 5 buses on the first one, I'll put 10 on this one. Oh well. It's a much longer line, we'll use that excuse. And I'd like to get another 10, that's 238 grand. Yeah, I think 10 on each would be better maybe. we'll see how this does. We've got one waiting for each for Sandy Bay, Clumpton, and Yarmouth, which is good. Nobody waiting in Clumpton, one person waiting in Yarmouth. Who is the joyous person? 2 people in Yarmouth waiting for the stagecoaches to arrive. The condition of road vehicle 25 is very poor. Which one is road vehicle 25? You, sir, are a bit run down. I've no need to replace you yet. Okay, so we actually have more money in now. So let's give it a pause. I paused too late. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And you guys can go on the dark blue route to Horsham. What year am I on? 1869. I'm covering that, I realize. There's no good place for the webcam here, so I apologize. Actually, if I just have that real quick and just nudge this up. There we go. I have made a good spot for the webcam. Nice. Oh, good lord. And what I can do is just turn the date speed down to a quarter. Actually, I'll just leave it on March 13th, 1869 for a while. To make some monies. As the buses kind of veer off and do their own thing. We've got 5 now waiting on the Yarmouth line, 3 on the Clumpton line in Sandy Bay, which is good. They're going to start making monies very soon. We still need to hook up the Rayleigh line. I'm going to put 10 stagecoaches on that. I still need to expand the Clumpton line to 10. So I think let's do that first. Spend 119 to get the Clumpton line up to the full 10 that I like. Because 10 is usually a pretty good starting spot. Literally $4 short. There we go. You guys can all go brown and go on the Clumpton line. So Sandy Bay Clumpton should have 10 vehicles, 10 vehicles, 10 vehicles, 0 vehicles. So we do need to get the Rayleigh line going, and that's going to be a lovely orange. And I just want to make sure these are all going into different terminals, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Let's just do odd, and let's do like every second terminal. Yeah, let's just kind of space the terminals out a bit. I could put more terminals in, but there's no real point right now. And we have 8 people waiting in Horsham to get this stagecoach over to Sandy Bay. So far we've transported 3,365 units of cargo and 2 passengers. 3 passengers now. And don't worry, those numbers are going to start launching in time. All of this is just a matter of time. Because we're spending all the money now to make money later. Setting up the bus routes is going to make money. Looks very much like Transport Fever 1, just updated UI. There's a lot changed under the hood as well. The way that transport routes in general work has been basically completely redone. Like now, as soon as you set a route up and start getting vehicles on it, it starts generating demand. Whereas before you had to run the route at least once to get demand appearing. We have 10 people waiting to get to Great Yarmouth from Sandy Bay. Great Yarmouth is a very popular destination apparently. And I am ignoring for the most part this mess because there's nothing I can do to this mess right now. the next big change I'm going to make over here is swapping out the D1/3 to Borsigs. But that's going to cost a lot of money. Is there a reason to have a Sandy Bay commuter route? There is, I think. Because nothing going over to these industrial buildings, nothing going over to these, nothing going over to this commercial. So I think once we get the Rayleigh line going, I'm going to set up a Sandy Bay commuter route. Now we are starting to lose money again, which isn't great. Sandy Bay commuter route's looking pretty tasty right about now. Let's plop down some bus stops in Sandy Bay. Buildings, passenger, bus stop. So one there, one there. I don't know why it's not catching these buildings. One there and one down here. Actually, I'm gonna do two. Do I want to make a double loop? Yes. Yes, the double loop. And one here. And I have discovered a problem. I was not putting down bus stops. Passenger, bus stop. Okay, so now we'll set up a Sandy Bay commuter route. Right here, up here, over here, down here, back to here, back over here, back to here, back to here, and back to there. And we'll call this the Sandy Bay bus, actually commuter Sandy Bay. And I only really need 4 or 5. I'll put 5 on the Sandy Bay commuter. Once I get the money together, of course. And Sandy Bay commuter is really quite nice dark purple. There we go. And we should start seeing some demand popping up for the Sandy Bay commuter service. I just want to make sure that nothing's... okay, Sandy Bay commuter's taken over the 2 remaining stops. That's actually really nice. So the Sandy Bay bus interchange, bus terminal is full of stops now. We still need to set up the Rayleigh line with 10 stagecoaches. So that's going to be our next thing to do. And as the buses continue, they're going to make more and more money, which is kind of nice. Almost at the point where we can buy more buses or stagecoaches. I'm calling them bus routes because it's easier. They will become buses in time. So we're about halfway there. We got 200 grand now. Just need another 40. Will we get that in time before we take over another timed month? Yes. These all are going orange. And onto the Rayleigh line. So as you can see, we've got all different sorts of coloured stagecoaches going around now for the different purposes. In Sandy Bay, it's just going to be this wonderful rainbow of stagecoaches. I I think the next thing to do is start saving up for the big Borsig switch. So the big Borsig switch is going to be quite expensive. It's going to be several million. There's the Rayleigh route guys coming down, as well as... Where are you coming from? Columpton. Maybe I need more in Columpton. It's got full catchment, so I'm not entirely sure why. So, Sandy Bay should start growing fairly soon. 120 with a target pop of 121. Okay, Sandy Bay is actually a target pop. Let's see. Can I justify putting even more onto this route here? Because I'd like to get Great Yarmouth and Sandy Bay going properly. I could get Sandy Bay going 100%. I don't think that's quite a good idea yet, though. No. Any other clusters of towns that I can set up? Like multiple routes in at once? You get this triangle, well, square, but none of them really link up. Yeah, no, I think I've got kind of the best route going right now. Having Sandy Bay. Like, I can in time hook up Columpton direct to Great Yarmouth. And Great Yarmouth direct to Horsham. And Rayleigh direct Columpton, Rayleigh direct Horsham. But it's not really justifiable right now. Let's see how we're doing here with this nonsense. Fuel Delivery 2 actually needs more, so we'll put another 10 onto Fuel Delivery 2. As expensive as that is, it will work out in time, and they're going light pink. Fuel Delivery 2. So they're all going to wander off. And okay, how much is the Borsig switch going to cost? Because I want to swap all of them at once. So a Borsig and what was it? 8? 7 million. But that gets us 40 capacity. Or I could get nope. So 7 million to get to double the capacity and have it run faster. I think that's a worthwhile investment, but I need to save up. We're now up to 145 passengers moved. 4,000. Yeah, the passengers are actually moving slightly faster than the cargo, which is kind of fine. Is there a way to Upton upon Severn that isn't hellaciously expensive? I could try hooking this up to here, and this would cost 800 grand, 220 grand. From here to there costs 275. There another way around, maybe. From here to here costs just way too much, 620. That's possibly because of that. 291, but I get a bridge. Here to here costs 250. How about here to there? 232. So, kind of min-maxing 211. That doesn't actually quite get us to the road. 202, 200, 198. Okay, 195 I saw there. That'll be our connection to Upton upon Severn, where I can now place a truck unload stop in I guess like either side of the road here will do. Put it there once we get the money together for it. Now, oh god, this is going to be a very long line. Is that too... That is possibly too long to justify. Huh. I think that's too long to justify. Yeah, no. That's not gonna work out how I was hoping. I mean, I could try and build a rail link, but that'd be even more expensive and require additional costs straight off. I think the best bet is to try and work on the loan now. I'm not going to make much more by pumping this anymore. I'm not going to make any more by pushing anything over here anymore. So it's just going to be a case of work the loan down, and it's going to take a little while. Now the bus routes should help. Like the... Yeah, Sandy Bay commuter's doing well. That's... Oh, this flock of cranes. Look at the Easter egg. Look at the birds. They are doing very well. Yeah, it's just gonna be a case of wait for money to pile up now. Really? Because the more I can pay off the loan, the more money I'm gonna make. Clumpton Bus is making good money at least. How are we doing in the Rayleigh side of things? Not the most popular route. Great Yarmouth. Should be a bus stopping in here soon. You just stopped. Should be another one coming in a moment. Up to 301 grand, which is very nice indeed. As soon as we have 500, we can get the loan down to 9.5 million. Which is still far too much, but hey, it'll do. Is there anything else I can do straight out of the box here? What do you require? Stone to make plastic. Oh, conmats. That makes more sense. And there's no stone mine that's realistically close enough. It's just a case of wait and see now. Like, the bus lines are coming into Sandy Bay basically pretty full. The Horsham line's doing really well. Actually, all the lines out of Sandy Bay are doing really well. And Sandy Bay should now have... You know what? I can actually improve Sandy Bay straight away by just putting in a street there. because that should redirect a lot of the lines, yeah, out of Sandy Bay itself. So that should reduce the sound pollution slightly. And if I were to get one going down from here to here, and then one from here to here, that should redirect more lines. It does. And we got the 500,000. Let's repay the loan a bit. I'm now just working on kind of redirecting some routes, which is a bit dull, but it needs to be done. $28,000, that should, in theory, redirect the route. No, it doesn't. Nuts. So that's about as well as I can get. Mediocre, I'm minus 20% now. Nah! It's because everything's getting old. Let's see, is there a way that I can redirect that route to go along there? No. I mean, the buses are doing really well. The Great Borsig switch is just continuously getting more expensive, though, which is slightly concerning. Yeah, it's now 7.2 million. Because it costs 1.4 per vehicle. Also, chat's got very quiet lately. Like, I know that I'm doing a lot of talking because I'm doing a lot of thinking, but please, 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 if you're here, say hello to me. I don't bite much. I'm just gonna purify this area a bit because I'm not happy with it. Brush size up. Brush strength max. Shouldn't be purifying right now, Dave, but you don't have much else to do. Actually, you really shouldn't because you're just wasting money. So. Hey, Bradley. So yeah, I mean, all I can really do is sit, wait, and hope we're making enough to do the big Borsig switch. Because once we can get Borsigs going, this line's suddenly gonna work a lot better. These lines are gonna work a lot better. And we'll just generally be making more money. What's going on over on this side of the map? I'm trying to look for places that I can hook up pretty easily to some sort of route. Hey, Tom Thumb. I'm genuinely considering setting up a fuel line just for Sandy Bay. And oh, it could go to Rayleigh too. That's suddenly more appealing. Let's get started on it. Actually, let's get rid of this. Let's get rid of this. Let's get rid of this. Because I want a straight shot. Okay, that's too expensive. That's too expensive. This is our best bet. And it's telling me about street modification tools. I know about the street modification tools. That's 279k. May have made a mistake here. So let's hook you up to the road here in a nice straight line. Actually, where would the straight line be? Be there-ish. 22k to there. 27k, and then Okay, fantastic. And then from there to there, that'd be too expensive to justify it, so let's get a truck station with just the one platform, 20 meters. We'll go 30 meters actually, just for ease. 160k, 90k. Actually, if I were to put it up this side, it'd probably be a bit cheaper. 120,000. That's still very expensive. Yes, I know about the modification tools. Yes, thank you. Could you not show me this, please? So I'm looking at... Oh, 118. That's probably my best bet there. And here I will need 2 platforms. But I don't need the full 30 meters. I think 20 meters will be fine here. That's 120,000. Up there I'll need 2 platforms again. Let's get the truck unload stop into Sandy Bay first and foremost. And another one into Rayleigh, because these are the 2 kind of end points that I'll need. Once I get another 1200, come on. Okay, so this is going to cost 124,000, and over here it's probably going to be a bit more expensive because we're on the side of a hill. Yeah, 150, 160, 127 I can get there. Can I get any cheaper than 127? No. Right, let's get back over here because I need to get a stop in here. Can I get this any lower than 124? And still have it, like, hooked up? No. So 124 is right in front of the door. Oh, 124 and 81. That's fine. Why did I curve it and not make it straight? Because it would have cost a hell of a lot more to make it a straight line. Right, where's the cheapest point here? 136, 135, 135, 654. So it's right there. And I'm just going to sit here until we get that money. There we go. Okay, so now I need to start making routes. We'll need to put down a depot. So that. And then that. And then that. And then that. So it'll be fuel 2. Which one is this? This one doesn't actually exist. So this will be fuel 2 delivery, fuel 2 refinement. So fuel 2 oil refinery. This one will be fuel to fuel production. Fuel to fuel production. This will be fuel to delivery 1. And this will be fuel to delivery 2. Right. I'm gonna want to put a depot down like in the middle-ish. $17,000 is fine. For this, I'll want, we'll say 5 carriages. 6. 5. Gonna live again tonight? I have no idea. Strap? I have no idea. Let's put 10. And this is going to be on fuel to oil refinery, which is light orange. So, all of these. Swap to that color, and fuel to oil refinery. So they're all gonna scoot out. I'm going to want probably actually 10 to 20 on this line. Because like this line's nice, this one is key. The one between the refinery and the fuel refinery. So we'll start off with another 10. No, not 100, just 10. For 238. Come on, you be that 238. What time is it? 4:30. There's 238. These guys are going to be on fuel production, which means kind of puke green. There we go. Fuel production. I'm fine with this overflowing. How's the bus station getting on? Nice and busy. Am I enjoying this game? I love this game. This is a really nice chill game. It's stressful to a point, but it's really quite fun at the same time. Because like you have to think with this game of what is the best way of doing something. And like, I could bring oil up from over here to up here, but when I can make the fuel over here, it's just as much. It makes just as much sense to have it go, you know, from here to here to here to here to over here. And I could almost hook up Great Dunmow as well to the same route, but I don't think I will. Seaford, if there was a bridge, would 100% get hooked up, and I might make a bridge. But I'm just trying to get this working. I can get Sandy Bay hooked up to food as well. What else needs food over here? Something else does need food. Great Yarmouth needs food too, so I think a food line from here to here to Sandy Bay to Great Yarmouth is going to be a good idea in time as well. And I'm going to put delivery 1 on the go with 5 for 119k. Have I tried City Skylines? Yes, I don't have all the DLC though, so I don't really want to stream that. So 5 on that. Delivery 1 is kind of a blue-green kind of color, so I'll set it as the blue-green kind of color, and delivery 1 is on the go. And I'll want another 5. I actually want like 10 for delivery 2. I'll need more for... Yeah, I'll need more for the fuel shuttle. suddenly this segment of road here, this crossroads is getting very busy. I do want to make a bridge or a tunnel at some point just to try and ease the congestion of the crossroads, but that'll come in time. As well as that, this segment of road here, this crossroads is going to get hellaciously busy. But there's nothing I can do about that because it's just the way that it is. So fuel deliveries to Sandy Bay are about to begin. In the meantime, how are we doing for cash monies? Yeah, we're losing a bit of money on road. We're making more money on road than we did last year, which is fine. Or the last 1 year period. Rail is after picking up big time too, which is good. The bank balance is starting to look healthy again. Because I haven't made, 500,000 investments. Like games like this don't seem to find too many. There aren't too many, like, managey, buildy city games. Like, there are lots, but there's not that many that are really kind of super good and fun. Transport Fever is just my jam, because it's all about trying to min-max everything. Like, in an ideal world, I'd actually have a train route that... Actually, no, a train route wouldn't work. Because it's too... Well, in an ideal world, I would have one route that kind of hooks up to crossroads maybe here. For the oil, so that it comes out of here, under the road here, into there, and then there's another, like, road out. Let's get the Rayleigh deliveries on the go. With 10. I think 10 should be good. I gotta wait for another oil train to come in. There we go. These guys are kind of a light purple. That's a really nice color. Kind of that color. And fuel delivery 2 is on the go. Fuel 2 delivery 2 is on the go. The next thing I need to do is, up the number of light green boys. Have I tried Railroad Tycoon? I think I have. Up until recently, Tycoon games just have not been something that I've been overly interested in. I want to get another 10 onto the fuel production line, which is costly, but I think it'll balance out. I want to actually straight up double that line. Just waiting for a fuel train to come in now, and there should be one in a few moments. Come on. Fuel train on the other line, come on. Be nice. Because if I can get this running as well as the other line, in theory, we should be making double the amount of money. 229. It's going to be mean to not get to 238. I knew it. Once we get this line fully in, and I think this is going to be the last purchase I make on this line, for now at least, I'm going to get back to saving up money, yes. These are the light green boys. Light green brigade. Go on your fuel production journeys. Did you get lorries at some point? Yes, but lorries didn't exist in 1869. I could actually put more onto this route. Just looking at it now, I could get more onto this route to get this route working better. Because they're making 8 grand a journey, 5 grand, nearly 6 grand a journey. Yeah, let's put another 10 onto fuel to oil refinery, which is orange. Actually, 5 more might even do it. Yeah. So the light orange and that line, please. So this is gonna form a queue. That's fine. I actually kind of want that to be happening. And Tom, just for reference, the lorries come in like the late 20s, early 30s in game. So I'm kind of happy with there being a queue here. There's no music playing because I turned it off because I don't know if it's copyright friendly. Also, I usually listen to like videos and podcasts while playing this. And quite often on TeamSpeak too. It's just a chill game. It's a game that's odd. It makes me think and it makes me kind of work my brain and rack my brain for ideas and things that I think might work, but it's not something that I feel like I'm being overly active with. You know, a lot of it's, especially in the early game, just sitting, waiting for something to happen. For example, right now, the plan is I'm going to sit for probably a while and just wait for money to roll in so that I can start racking that loan down. That loan is what's holding us back right now. If I can get the loan down to 0, then all of the money we get is money I can spend. Technically, I can continue using the loan, but that's costing 94,000 a year. And I'm not getting any real benefit out of it. There's another 5,000 out of the loan per year. Effectively. Just gone. 5,000 freed up forever. 5,000 per year, so it's going to add up quickly. So the faster I can get the loan paid off to 0, the faster I'm going to start really starting to, you know, the faster the money's going to rack up a bit better. Is this going to head off empty? 2. That's not ideal. You're going to head off 2 as well, aren't you? 3, 4, you're full. I'm going to edit this line so that at Horsham North you wait until full. However long it takes. And I want to edit the 2 delivery lines. Actually, let's put in another station here. So delivery 2 can go to terminal 3. And I want to edit the delivery lines to also wait until full. Even though that's very likely to happen regardless. Delivery 1, wait till full. Because that way, I'm sending off full horse carts. And it looks like delivery 2 might actually need more. So I'm going to put 5 more on delivery 2. So 2, 3, 4, 5. Just need to wait for a train to come in. Or maybe not actually, because this money's racking up nicely now suddenly. An autosave. Autosave stops the game. Just so that it's saving a set point. There we go. Delivery 2 is the light purple. Really nice kind of lilac-y color. And off you go. And something I'll probably do in the not too distant future is, yeah, you can see now that we're starting to rack up fuel production suddenly. So everything's starting to work up here very, very nicely indeed. And telling them to wait until full means that if they come in and they're empty, they're just going to sit there for a while until it produces enough that they're full. This is just forever going to be overcapacity. That's fine. Let's see. How much are we now making per year? 178. 321. Okay, yeah, we're definitely on the right track here. Actually, 178 was with 238,000 going out, so we're getting good at money-wise. I still need several million to get the big Borsig swap going on. Hey, 2019 farming. I'm doing well. How are you? I'm enjoying having to think about a game. So we need... It's probably going to be about 8 million now to get the Borsigs. How much is it going to be for the Borsigs? 7.7, and it's still going up. Now, we do have 1 million in loan available. But there's no point in spending that until we absolutely have to. So I think the best option is to just kind of sit and just wait until we get somewhere. How's the bus service going? Very nicely indeed. So Sandy Bay is, after expanding, it's now up to 173. Because we started delivering fuel. I think getting a bread line going would be a good plan, so let's start doing that. Buildings, cargo, a truck station with no, yes, truck station that looks kind of like this, so that it can hook in like that and look like it's part of it, and then one with, well, I'll make it 2 on each side just so it's nice and even looking. Can I hook it in here? That would be nice, but very expensive. Actually, it'd be cheaper to hook it in here. I mean, I see no reason why not to. If this is the cheapest option, then... Yeah, I've got it down to 226. Yes, let's hook you in there. Now I need to set up another couple of lines. Again, it's spending money to make money. So you are gonna go to there. You're going to be food production. I'll probably need a new truck stop in Sandy Bay over this side of the town. Yeah, where's going to be the best place? It's going to interrupt the... Can I just get a small... Can I squeak a small one in here that'll supply enough? Yes. Let's do that. And let's try and do the same in Great Yarmouth. Because it's actually going to be a lot easier if I can squeak a full stop in. Yes, and in Great Yarmouth I want to build around it real quick. So, road go up there, road come down here, and another bit of segment to just hook them up. Okay, so now we have a new line to truck station Sandy Bay, and have this be... I've just deleted the line. Well done me. To the truck station Sandy Bay. Have this be food delivery 1. And another new line from there to Great Yarmouth, which also wants food, to the bus truck station there. And have this be food delivery 2. Do you mine coal for the trains? No. To say there's 11 of us here, chat's dead. I know. No, you don't have to mine coal for the trains, luckily. Pay back the loan. Just gonna knock that down whenever it's available. And I want 10 to go on food production. Food production is what color? Food production is kind of a reddy pink. We just need to wait for 238,000, which should be in next to no time. Because the money's starting to roll in nicely. Yes, there we go. All of these can go to the reddy pink and go on to food production. And that's suddenly more money being made. And there's just 2 more lines we need to fill out. The food delivery 1 to Sandy Bay and food delivery 2 up to Great Yarmouth. They're actually about the same length, which is nice. The Great Yarmouth line's probably a slight bit longer. So I'm thinking maybe 5 on each, for now at least. It'll likely increase. Actually, it'll have to increase. Food delivery 1 is kind of a reddy purple. It's this kind of color. You're on food delivery 1 down to Sandy Bay. And I'm going to need to put like another 10 onto the... Actually will I? I will. Because that's actually the really... Will I? Can I get you to squeak around there? And just hook up to there would be ideal. Because that should... Yeah, that's going to shorten the line a bit. You can see some of them have turned around to get to the food production a bit better. Can I increase the length of this? 24 grand to increase the length. It's expensive rather than not deal with right now. So some of these are going to be running completely empty for a bit. By the way, you can mine coal. Where's the nearest coal mine? You can mine coal. This is a coal mine. But it's used for making iron in the steel mill. You don't need to give the trains coal, thank goodness. Something's gone horribly wrong here. Line delivery 2 has gone horribly wrong. No filter currently set. Maximum wait time of 1 minute, please. Because otherwise you're just jamming up the entire place. And I will set the same on delivery 1. Maximum wait time of 1 minute. That would explain why the money suddenly stopped going up. Why is delivery 2 suddenly not getting anything? Unfortunately, that little queue is going to take a little while to wear down. Which kind of sucks. Yeah, these are all waiting to just drop off refined oil. There's some for delivery too. You're nearly full anyway. Oh, you were trying to fill up. You were filling up this entire time. That would explain a lot. So this is gonna wear that. Yeah, see the queue's almost gone. I just had the wait time set too high. Let's see what's going on. Sandy Bay. That's all fine. And yes, I'm gonna want to put another 10 onto the food production line, which is Ruddy Pink. In fact, I might want to put another 15 on it. I'll go 15 more, screw it. And it is this color. Food production. I want to keep the food production line going really, really high tempo. Because if I can keep that going at a high tempo, I can keep producing food. Yes, I'm aware of all of the tips. Thank you, game. And this should have cleared out by now. Yep. It's just these two waiting for stuff, but they have nothing to do. I'm thinking that the oil no, not the oil refinery, the fuel production line actually needs more. Because they're all kind of clustered down here. Which means there's none up there. Fuel production currently has 20 vehicles. I think, yeah, I think another 10 even wouldn't go amiss. Even another 15 would do, but just a case of getting more vehicles in to try and get something going. So just need to wait for 238 grand again. Shouldn't take too long. Unless that happens, in which case it'll take a bit longer. Just my luck that it takes over the end of the month. 100 grand short. 80 grand short. That was mean, game. Gave me like a second to click. There we go. And fuel production is kind of the browny green, this one. You guys can all go on fuel production. Just staying on March 1869. For now, yeah, what I want to try and do is get Borsig running on... See, this is my focus right now, but down here, I actually have more lines running. And what I'm trying to do... And it might seem strange that I'm trying to do this while spending money up over there. I'm trying to get the trains on this line swapped out to something that can run double the capacity. And if I can run double the capacity, this line suddenly becomes a hell of a lot more efficient and more profitable. And that's going to cost about 8 million. I currently have available 1.8 million. So I'm spending money up here to make money for down here. And I don't have the Great Yarmouth delivery going yet, have I? Food delivery 2. Where's food delivery 2? Food delivery 2. No, I don't have that going yet. So let's just put 10 on that. And these are all like the really dark brown. Food delivery 2, go. So, yeah, you can see Sandy Bay is now filling out. Target population is plus 90%. It's not even getting all the food and fuel that it needs, but it'll do very well. Station quality is very good. Traffic quality is very good. We don't have much traffic going through Sandy Bay. I'm trying to route it around as much as I can. So, now we wait. That'll do to an extent. Food delivery 1, I'm going to set you to wait at Columpton Annex until full for a maximum time of 1 minute. Food delivery 2, I'm going to also get you to wait at Cullompton Annex until full for a maximum wait time of 1 minute. I'll be staying on March 1869 for a bit longer. I want to get the Borsig swap done, because then the money will really start rolling in. This is kind of a thing. Build a ring road around Sandy Bay. I don't think that'll do much good. Would that do much good? I really don't think so. I could try and get a northern ring road going. Let's see if your idea works. I want to hook it into... We'll hook it into there. Has that changed? That has changed an route. A route has changed. And let's get that up to... there. So Sandy Bay now has some sort of ring road and no routes have really changed. Which is fine. I actually want to upgrade these roads. Because as it stands, there is a speed limit. And I don't like that. That's not possible. Again, this is money I'm spending now to make money in the future, so that's fine. Can I upgrade this street? No, that's way too expensive. Yeah, that's all I can really do for now. I could, in theory, get some tram tracks going, but the trams will be held up by the horse carts. I think we're kind of where we can get. A380 probably going to Heathrow. What? Oh. How have I created mayhem here? Is it the fuel production lines being told to wait for too long? Yes. Maximum wait time of a minute, please. Because this is now becoming a concern. If this jams up the road, everything in this area stops. Okay, you go. I'm going to do something silly. I'm going to spend a bit more money here, just to get that a bit longer. And actually put an entrance there, and an exit there. And get rid of the two-way routing. So now everything can get moving again. And suddenly, this entire station is moving at a good pace. Like, I've moved this entire station along. Are we having any similar issues elsewhere? No. It's the only one I've needed to turn into a one-way station so far, which is good. I mean, it's not good that I've had to turn it into a one-way station, but it'll do. It is janking up again. So what I'll do is I'll just change the line fuel 2 to just Load of available. Because if this janks up, it actually janks up this. Which I don't want. It actually janks everything up. So now this is only going to pick up like 1 or 2 auto a pop. I think comically, another 10 onto the oil route will be a good idea. The oil refinery route. These guys are light orange. Fuel to oil refinery. So this is possibly going to cause more jank here, but it's also going to up the production here, which is honestly a better idea. It's also going to jam up this road slightly for a bit. And the money's coming in nicely. We've got 2,000 passengers served, 10,000 cargoes, which is fine. Food delivery 1 needs more, so I will put another 5 on fuel delivery 1. Or food delivery 1. Food delivery 1 is dark purpley red. Food delivery 1, go. And you can see now that because I'm only using horse carts around this area, that it's becoming slightly chaotic. And I can re-edit fuel production to now wait at Horsham North for a minute. For any full load. Because I've unjanked the jank. Because these will start coming in fairly regularly. Fuel production ones not going to come in as regularly. So there should always be 2 or 3 ready to go. And the fuel production guys might not even need to wait. That guy's not going to need to wait at all. This guy is an oil refinery truck. This guy's an oil refinery truck. That guy's oil refinery. This guy isn't going to need to wait at all. That's an oil refinery truck. So it's all going to kind of work out, and we're going to make more money, which is always nice. It might sound strange that the whole point behind me spending money here is to make more money, but that's how capitalism works. To spend money, you must first... To make money, you must first spend some. And we're suddenly up making silly, silly money. Like, we're making $1 million a year for just moving stuff on the road. Near that on the rails as well. Once we get the Borsig swap done, we'll be making way more than that. We now have 2 million available. Sorry, 2.5 million available in loans. So that's taking along nicely. We need probably about 8 million. Chad is dead. I'm aware of that, Hayden. I'm not mentioning it. What's the point in mentioning Chat's dead? I'm just going to talk my way through all this. I'd like for Chat to be more alive, but I can talk my way through this because I've got a whole thought process going on. We need how much for the Borsig switch now? Because it's gradually getting more and more expensive, but there is going to be a point where it stops. 8.1 million. So we're 6 million short currently. For both of us. Are you still streaming? GG. At least you're awake now. See, now this is getting busy, so this is going to start pumping money out. And yeah, the money pump has started really in earnest. Just enjoying Dave playing the game? I mean, you can feel free to put in your own thoughts. I'm sure there are better ways I could do this. Welcome back, Alex. I'm gonna finish the stream in about 20 minutes time though. And I'm gonna keep this as a... just left Boston airspace. Very nice. I'm gonna keep this as a stream map. I do have my own personal map on this, which is absolute mayhem, and I'm constantly trying to figure out how to make it work. But this one is working reasonably well so far. How's the food production going? Pretty well. Yes, shut up about saving. I know how to save a game. So we're up to what, 3 million available? We're 5 million short on the Borsig switch. The fuel production guys are starting to back up a small bit again, but that shouldn't be much of an issue. There is actually queue to pick up oil, so I can't improve that anymore. This is all just about waiting for the money to come in now. Do I have sawmills? Where's the sawmill? I saw one. There's one. Here's a sawmill, but nothing takes lumber up here. And I don't think there's anything in the lumber path up here that can be delivered. I mean, I guess tools is in the lumber path. And machinery, I think that is. Machines. I think they're both in the lumber pathway. Yeah, machines are definitely in the lumber pathway. And tools are as well. But I'm not willing to get all that running just yet. I'm kind of trying to get Sandy Bay to grow. Yeah, we're up to 228 now in Sandy Bay. It's growing nicely. And this is our hub. This is our hub city. So the hope is that I can get more and more ever increasing numbers. Like we've currently got 493 destinations on public transport alone from Sandy Bay. And we're still not maxing out supply of fuel or food, which is even better. How is the fuel cluster doing up here? Yeah, it's kind of feeding itself so that it's not jamming up too much. 3.5 million now available of a loan. And that is going to go towards the Borsig switch. I will max out the loan again for the Borsig switch. We've now hit 100 messages a day in 2 hours. Most of which has probably been pretzel. It's an eagle. Eagle. Maximum freedom. Maximum freedom is available now through the choice glory of an eagle. That's going consistently. That's going consistently. This is feeding nicely. Yeah, there's not a whole lot else I can do. This is probably a full bus stop here. I could put more onto the Sandy Bay commuter, but I don't want to. As silly as that sounds. I think the buses are kind of... Well, the Great Yarmouth route might need... Oddly, everybody wants to go to Great Yarmouth. Nobody wants to come back. Possibly because Great Yarmouth needs more food. I need to get more into the Great Yarmouth supply. Yeah, there's not a whole lot I can really do other than just wait for money to come together now. Because I want to swap the trains over to Borsig here. This is staying nice and consistent. This is filling and emptying at a nice pace. This is actually in need of more? Question mark? Yeah, I can put more onto this line. Don't think it's really necessary right now. Because it's limited by how many trains there are. And if this side is empty, then it's not going to fill more on this side. What's the line for the ready page? Appears to have pooed itself. The link? Let me get that for you real quick. This one, this. Web interface. Oh, the server's offline. Why is the server offline? I think something tripped the server. And it should just be this. I'm gonna pin an admin chat for you. Well. Linku. And pin that. Oh yeah, pin it. What is messaging on? Nice. There we go. Repay another 500 grand. Yeah, no, it switched itself off at some point. What, 4.5 million. The Borsig swap will cost 8.2. So we're more than halfway through to the Borsigs. Fuel delivery 2 needs more. That I can do. I'll put, I guess, 10 more on fuel delivery 2, which is what? Fuel delivery 2 is pink. So let's see. The D1/3s are really after serving their purpose at this point. I don't mind swapping to Borsigs. Because these are all like... If I bring up this... No, not that. Where's the filter that I want? Town statistics, station statistics, vehicle statistics. The ages of everything is like way too old. But there's nothing I can do about it. I don't want to lose money by increasing maintenance, because that's kind of not what I want to. That's kind of not the point right now. You can if you want to, Alex. Absolutely. 408, 413. So we're still going to be waiting for a little while to get the Borsigs. I'm trying to think, is there something I can do in the meantime? Because these trains are now basically worthless. I could get food running out to Brackley. No, I can't. That'd be way too far. I could get food rolling out to Great Dunmow, but I think I'm kind of running up to capacity here. This is running about perfectly now. So we're now up to, yeah, 600 grand a year in profits. Sandy Bay Horsham. How is Horsham looking in Sandy Bay? Sandy Bay Horsham. Yeah, see, all these lines seem to only want to run one way. Can I make the horse carts pick stuff up from the train? Yes, they actually do that over here, kind of. Like, I drop off oil to be purified here, and then that gets dumped off here. But I can totally set up a train station just to deal with horse carts. I don't want to, because that's just complicating things that don't need to be complicated. Okay, the Sandy Bay commuter actually does need more carts. How many are on the Sandy Bay commuter right now? 5. Yeah, it needs like another 5, really. And this is kind of the dark purple. Set them off on the Sandy Bay commuter. Because I'm just looking at this bus stop here, and it's like 26 people waiting. There's 25 people waiting over here. 29 people waiting over here, so putting another 20-ish capacities that I've just put in. Yeah, those 20 capacity should actually ease that. It's not going to get rid of it, but it's going to ease it. And increase profits, because we're going to have more people moving around on the buses. And the interchange is working as kind of as intended, oddly enough. Like Great Yarmouth, I could consider putting another stop in to get a commuter running there, but there's no real need. Columpton looks about as good as it's going to get with buses for now as well. Yeah, that's full service. Rayleigh is getting fully serviced by the buses, like one commercial building that isn't. Oh, wow. I've just noticed the little pond there has lighting effects on it. That's cool. I like that. And yeah, there's not like I'm just waiting now 5.5 million in to get the Borsig service running on the oil. So I think I'll finish the stream at about past. Because that'll be basically it's already 2.5 hours of stream you got out of me so far, so you're doing well. I've gone from nothing to this mess in 2.5 hours, which is kind of impressive in itself. Downside of putting more buses is it is going to increase the traffic. But it looks like there's actually not much... Yeah, there's not much just private transport going on in Sandy Bay, which is nice. It's all filling in within the ring road. How wide can you make the roads? You can make them really wide in the late game, as far as I'm aware. You can even make them one way, so I can have a one-way ring road around Sandy Bay later on. But for now, it's just a case of wait until I can get the Borsig service running, really. And with the money coming in as quickly as it is... Why do we lose money that year? What didn't make as much money? Road didn't make as much money. Oh, that must have been something got snagged up over here somewhere. Because those little snags cost a lot of money. How's this all running over here? That's all running really nicely. I very nearly need to get a second farm hooked up to the food factory. And there's a second farm just over here that I can hook up in nearly a straight line, which is very nice. 3,080 passengers have now been moved. Oh yeah, build the headquarters. Yes, I need to build a headquarters. Build? I've been given the headquarters. Oh yeah, it costs money to build. Aha! I'm gonna build the headquarters in Sandy Bay because that is kind of the core of where we're gonna be working. So if I build it like there, page. Why are you not wanting to? Ah, haha! This is how to get up to road level. There we go. Here's our headquarters in Sandy Bay. What I'll do to prettify it is I will get the paint tool. Actually, is it the acid gun? Yes, the aceton gun, and put in like a few Scots Pines. A few Scots Pines like that. A few linden trees. A few maples. And a few delicious red apple trees. And a few elderberry bushes. Just kind of don't want to go there. It can go in there like that. Just have a little. Oh, hang on. Skip collision. Yes. A few elderberry bushes in there. A bit of azalea too. Just for maximum pretty. Put some on the... Okay, no, they're not going on the road. Let's get the eraser tool out and just... Not on the road, you gits. I'm all for nature, but not when it's on the road. There we go. So there's our very pretty headquarters, just surrounded by all of the things. Finances. Repay another 500 grand. We're now at 6.5 million out of the 8 million. 7 million out of the 8 million we need. Nope, 6.5, because just gonna jingle for a bit. Come on, I want to get up to 7 million. There's 7 million. And we need... It's probably going to be like 8.5 now, unfortunately. 8.3, we are catching up now. 1.3 million short. Fit. So, hopefully... Oh wait, he's in intensive care. Oh. Hopefully he'll be okay. The world needs Rammstein right now. He should, like, get Pyro and set it on fire. That's the best plan. Is Rammstein it out. Just excessive amounts of Pyro and something stupid happening. Oh hey, Landy's streaming. He's playing some ATS. Sweet. Might chill out in his stream after. I want to get up another 500,000. And just as I say that, we're up another 500,000. And that's gonna do it for today. Tomorrow is Saturday. I'll be taking a day off. I'll be doing stuff. You totally can, Tom. Later on again. Not like right now, but later on you can get, I think, 8-lane wide roads and stupid stuff like that. 6 and 8 lane wide roads. But yeah, tomorrow Saturday, I'm going to take a day off tomorrow because I've been streaming basically twice a day all week. So, day off is a good thing and some sort of normalcy there. So, I will likely try and get on VATSIM at some point tomorrow and just do some flights and get used to that. But until then, stay safe and goodbye.